time for a progress update so that I could clarify a few things that I have adjusted as I've gone along. As you can see, I've got things generally on standoffs now, sitting in the positions. I'm going to be taking all these things off shortly so that I can drill holes for all of these transformers in here. But I decided on a couple of changes. First of all, I just wanted to mention this little module here, this guy here, which is for the NAPSC. It's just got two little standoffs, and the standoffs are very close to the tracks. So with that particular one, I've chosen to use nylon standoffs so that I don't get anything inadvertently shorted. I think that'll work better there. And it's not a very heavy board, so it should be fine with the nylon standoffs. The other change I decided to make, I was planning on having this little, my little junction point here, where I was going to have it coming in from the soft start here and then into this junction point, and these guys were going to be connected, and there's going to be some more wires running way over here to this guy, and then on the other side of it, on the inside side, we're not pointing with anything here, on the inside side here on this side, I was going to have it come out and over to all these transformers here. And what I suddenly realized is I was doing all of that just so that I could try and get this guy a little bit closer to the front of the amp, or sorry, front of the power supply, and by doing so, keep it front weighted, just because that's how I tend to like to do it. But I realized all I had to do was take this guy out of here. So I've got a few holes that I've drilled there that I'm not going to use now. Just move this guy a little bit further forward. So if we jump over top of it here, see, so it's going to be moved further forward up there somewhere. As I say, the soft start module is going to be out of the way, and I've decided to take the soft start and move it a little bit further forward. I'm going to actually have it use this foot screw here to help hold it in place, and I'll have the ground screw and the foot screw and the soft start module all anchored off of that one foot hole there. And then this guy comes back here, and he fits perfectly right in around here somewhere. And what I can do with this is I'm planning on having this transformer can now flip around this way, which makes a hell of a lot more sense because we have AC coming off of this side, probably coming up, and I don't know whether I'm going to have the AC. Like I might have the soft start module flip around here and then come up to this side, have this guy also go to this side, and have this transformer over here from a wire drawn all the way to this side, or maybe through the middle. And then from the other side, I could do all of these guys, or I don't know if I can make it work this way. I'm a little concerned about getting in the way of the mounting hardware for this thing. So I may do it that way, but anyway, wanted to give you a quick update as to progress and what the changes were that I'd noticed along the way. The other aspect that I didn't tweak to when I made my templates for the hacker caps, they only went up to this corner on the template, but the actual board extends over. And what that meant was it now kind of sort of overlaps these modules here. So what I'm going to have to do is hook up all the wires on these and then mount the hacker cap boards above that, because I won't be able to access the wires very easily otherwise. The other thing I considered doing was mounting the hacker caps lower down and lifting these guys. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of space there. We could lift them way up, but recall that the AC side, I'm going to have the little, let me just grab one here. These guys are going to be mounted slightly hanging over here. So if these things are sitting slightly hanging over and these are up above, it suddenly means the wires coming down into the rectifiers are going to be interfering with the wires trying to come off of the side of the boards. And of course, these are AC wires, and the ones on here are very low voltage signal wires. And we don't want to have too much impact, so it made more sense to have it, have the hacker cap lifted up higher, have this thing quite low to the board to keep those signal wires down low. The AC wires coming in are going to be at least 1.5 inches away up top here, if not 2 inches. So I think we'll be fine. And isn't that funny? I speak in inches. I was Canada shifted over to the metric system when I was about 13 years old, so I tend to flip-flop back and forth between imperial and metric units. I generally prefer metric because it makes a whole heck of a lot more sense. But inside my brain, an inch makes more sense than a centimeter does. So I still stick that way. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Thanks for watching.